Oh, oh, is nippy in here. Is ice cold, cold. It's like iced tea, iced, nippy. Hey, folks, Sebastian here, and welcome to the show. This is our After Dark live show that we do every week on Monday nights. Come hell or high water, that's what we try to do. Always coming in here, trying to battle all the technical problems that I have. I don't know if I should have these all like worked out and stuff, but yeah. We've got my we've got my co-host here, Brano. Say hi.
Welcome to the show, folks.
That is a nice intro for him, just because he's a little nippy in here too. Yeah, I'm still working on the whole city thing. We're gonna have a look and see. We can do a little update of what we've got. Actually, let's move over here. Oh, so we can see we've got some of the rail stuff that we've started to come together. I've got more of a concrete layout, which is good. That was kind of my main thing that I was trying to work out. So now I'm kind of just fleshing out some of these buildings. Probably there's a lot of filament on this on this table. So it's just, yeah, it's all, who knows where I'm going to be storing this stuff. It might just live here. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to work out like a box and stuff to kind of go into. There's some great scenery from Source Men Studios. I've got a link in the description if you want to check those out. He was nice enough to send some files my way, so I've been furiously printing a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to be working on some of the transit rail stuff. So that's that little train that we have there. Now, I've done a little work on it already so far. But yeah, we're going to be doing some like little touches and stuff to make it a little bit more cool, I guess. But yeah, it's a big city, and I think honestly, what's going to really tie it together is all the lighting. So we're going to have like lots of nice little instances of lighting and things, little billboards and lighting up signs and stuff. So that's kind of I think that's going to be what's going to be going to bring it all together mostly. But yeah, we're gonna, and now that I've got the general layout together, we can start to put some like fog system into it as well. So it'll be good to start to get some little manhole covers and stuff, so we can have some of that New York style smoke coming out of the floor and stuff, and maybe I'll work in some pipes and stuff to kind of get some of the what do you call it, little chimneys and stuff. I do want to run some like just like what do you call it, just like generic like pipes and like cables and stuff, because I'm going to be wiring up a whole bunch of lighting and stuff. And I think with this kind of like cyberpunk kind of Blade Runner-y style of futurism stuff, I think you can get away with having a lot of exposed stuff, which is cool. There are a couple of new things that we've got here. We can see, if I can get focused on it, and we can see there are some like new stalls and stuff, and we've got the new police building in the back there. So it's all starting to come together. So, but I've just whatever roll of filament I've got in there for the gray, that's gonna be it. So I think we're looking at about how many rolls of filament so far? This looks like, I don't know, I would guess about four rolls so far. So yeah, so it's coming together, and I like how modular they are. So I've got at the moment what I've got printing, if you can kind of tell on there on the printer, we're going to be working in some like elevated walkways into this. So that's kind of what's going to clinch in all the structure for it. So I might still play around with some of the movement of some of the buildings to try and get some of those elevated walkways in there and stuff. But anyway, this is the guy we're going to be working on today. So he is a little train guy. Now, originally this guy is not hollowed out, so I have been kind of trying to work out the best way to kind of hollow out these designs. So they were originally kind of like solid, but what I found out was that the lychee slicer was really good for getting an easy hollow out. I was just using their like trial system, the trial subscription kind of thing to just test out some of the pro features that it's got in there. And yeah, the lychee hollowing out was really good, actually. Like, we can have a look at how it looks. That one. Whoa. Here we go. We'll set ourselves up. Yeah, we've got. It's got a really nice kind of hollow out in there. This was the first attempt where you can see it kind of had a couple of problems there, but on the second attempt we kind of worked out some of those things, and that was mostly getting some supports. So yeah, lychee, you mostly use it for resin prints, but you could export the hollowed out file, which was cool. So now I've got this all hollowed out, mostly because I want to be able to pop some lights in there. So I've got some lights aside from the all light my bricks stuff. So if I want to have some like little flickering lights and stuff, and got some materials and stuff, some transparent stuff to get some windows going. So I'm just going to be doing a little kind of like fine little touches to this guy and try and finish it up as much as I can. I'm also adding some little bits of graffiti on there. I know some folks use some of like the decal graffitis and stuff, but I wanted to try my hand at like free-handing some of this stuff. So yeah, if you've got, have a look on the side here. So this has just been done with some of the acrylic markers and stuff. Spice. I was trying to draw Braino in there and see if it looks any good. Well, yeah, what do you think? What do you think, Braino? Does it?
Come on, you son of a bitch! You can do it!
I don't know how to take that, but yeah, I'll take it. Take it. That's good. I just want to say a huge thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. You guys are fantastic at keeping the channel going and keeping everything running and flowing, and I love seeing all the bits of inspiration that you folks do on the Discord as well. If you want to join that community, there is a link in the description as well. I just want to do a special shout out to my Seeker level patrons, A Light in the Darkness, Anthony Von Orlen, Blake Darley, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Devante, Dr. Justin L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Mad Bishop, Mini Wargaming. Thanks everyone for all your fantastic continued support. Yeah, now we're going to relax. I'm going to have a little of my little experiment here. And we're going to get going. All right. Now, I think I was just going to kind of continue on with some of the graffiti that I was kind of working on here. I also did a little bit of work on some of the, what would you call it? Like, man, that is, that is not a great, let's see, slide. We'll go with that one. Just want to get, that over a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. All right. But yeah, I wanted to get a little bit of extra detail on some of the edges in here. And also just kind of on the, what do you call it? Yeah, the windows here, I used like a matte paint and stuff. I want to go there with like a little bit more of a satiny kind of paint. The paint job on it has been pretty simple so far. I've just used a bit of a metallic with a bit of a turquoise kind of mixed into it. You can see a little bit left on my palette here. That's where I kind of mixed some of these paints together. And then it was mostly just like a brown wash. So that was just kind of brown paint, very thinned out, sloshed over the whole thing, and it's done an all right job of getting it dirtied up. But yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, I'm just trying to freehand it a little bit, just because, I mean, I don't have the decals on hand, and I was kind of curious to try out these markers. So I had a whole bunch of them just gifted, and I wanted to see how they work. So they're just basically, it's basically acrylic paint in a marker, and have a whole bunch of like different styles of paint. So you can get like metallics and stuff. I don't even know what the brand of this one is. I think it is just like an Officeworks style brand. It says Born. Alright, so I guess that is the brand. But yeah, what we're gonna do, get it going on this one. Let's see if I can pimp up Braino a little bit. What do you reckon, pal? Get a little bit of green in there. The pigment on it is pretty strong, so when I want to kind of wash it away. So rather than try and cover it up too much, what I'll do is I'll get on a bit on there. And I'll get just a little bit of paper towel and just sponge it off a bit, just to kind of weather it a bit. So you see it'll come off a bit. That one's actually quite near on that one. What do you think, Brainer? Is that one looking all right?
Eat me!
Not quite, mate. Not quite. Yeah, but I'm gonna work on this brain a little bit. What else have we got? I got metallics. I don't want metallics on there. Let me try some of the yellow. Michael Dykes. Just a shout out to all people in the chat. I can see we've got Michael Dykes, N-Scale Dystopia. Fantastic channel if you want to check that out. Theos Primus. Welcome. Also had pretty success with printing off my graffiti on printed paper, carefully cutting them out and then Mod Podging them on. Oh, that's a good idea. I think there's a lot of different ways you could do the graffiti. But I was desperate to kind of try these markers out and see if we could get something going. Right now I'm just trying to activate. So these are like brand new. I barely used them. So I'm gonna get the, what is it, like that, the ink, the pigment into the tip. I think that's working now. Yeah. So we're going to do a little bit of this, and then I'm going to switch it up. Something. We might have a look at some of the lighting afterwards. It's not looking too shabby. I don't want it to kind of overpower some of the metallic and stuff that I have underneath there. At the same time, I've got light blue. Each one. Oh, some of them have a fine tip. This one doesn't. I think I prefer the fine tip. This one's got like a rounded tip. I'm gonna go with maybe we'll go purple. That sounds fun. Oh, my son used these once, and it led to quite an accident inside the house, where one of the markers exploded and got black ink everywhere. So yeah, that's you gotta be careful with these. I don't know how he exploded it. It's a hell of a feat. Oh, this purple's quite dark. I might have to use something to lighten it up. I might use some of the white marker. The white marker's quite good. Yeah, see, like give it a little dab and it kind of lightens it up a bit. So that kind of lifted a lot of that pigment off. That actually might work pretty well for some like shading. And I haven't done any like priming or anything on these prints. I've painted directly onto them. So I think it's kind of the style of filament I'm using is like a matte finish one. So that's been pretty good for just painting directly onto. I've noticed some other creators just painting directly onto the filament. Like there was a cool video from what's his name? The Uncle Jesse. He did like an alien in the ceiling kind of print, and he was painting just directly onto it. It's quite like that approach now, just because it's like I like to slam this stuff together pretty nice and fast. I'm not a graffiti artist. Well, today I am. This is actually working okay. I'm just trying to get a little bit of shade in here. There we go. Just gotta be careful I don't go back over the whole thing. Yeah, so, what do we think? What do you think? Yeah, it's alright. It's starting to look like some graffiti. I'm gonna try and just get that up a bit. I like the colors. Yeah, especially from like this angle. Yeah, the shading's good. I like the shading too. I'm gonna just through a little. But yeah, this is fun. It's fun to do it this way. Actually, I'm gonna just get some white going. Actually, I'll let that one dry a bit because it's still a little bit wet. I appreciate the Simpsons. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm a big Simpsons fan, especially like season 4. Season 4 is where it's at. Definitely. Was it season 4? Yeah, I probably tapped out around. I haven't watched any of the new stuff, just the classics. You know, who shot Mr. Burns? All that kind of stuff. To warm up this this white one again. I reckon after we do a little bit of graffiti, we'll see if we can get some windows going. I do have a few choices of transparent material that I want to try out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the white is really nice and vibrant on that. So this is pretty much like acrylic paint. So it doesn't dry instantly, which I appreciate because I can go in there. I'm just gonna dab a little bit, and I can take it off a bit. Yeah, see, that kind of lightens up a bit, which is nice. I think what I'm just realizing whilst doing this is like, oh man, if I want to have more graffiti over the whole town and stuff, it's like I'm definitely going to need some like decals or something, because yeah, this is going to take way too long tagging the whole thing. I don't know about that white actually up there. I feel like that's a bit bright. Maybe I'll bring it down again. Get some of that purple back. It's like an undo kind of. Oh, that's okay. Actually, it's kind of tinted that white now to like a light purple. Happy accident there. Yeah. All right. Oh, so we got Braino on this train. I've got like this little guy down here. Maybe I should fill in him in a little bit. I'll just use some yellow. Yellow, green. I'm thinking green. Green down there. Drink of choice. Yeah, you may have noticed. We got a little bit of whiskey going, which is nice. Just we got a Glenlivet single malt tonight. It's in the spot. I don't know if I need the ice tonight just because it's super cold in here. Alright, so I reckon what I'm going to do I'm curious about what I'm going to do with this like little readouts thing on the front too. I was thinking of using some like neon paints or something. That could do the trick. Yeah, to like light up with some like ultraviolet stuff. So because I'm probably going to use some like ultraviolet light on there. But yeah, let's finish off this little bit of graffiti. I think I need more reference. I need more reference to look at before we get more graffiti on here. Just like maybe I'll try and work in some of the names from patrons and stuff in here. It sounds fun, actually. Well, we got Braino going, which is good. Isn't that right, pal?
Hey, like and subscribe.
That's
what we meant to say, right?
That's right. That's right. That's a fantastic idea. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, we're live every Monday night, doing this kind of thing, just a little casual kind of like hangout with our After Dark live special. Sometimes we'll do crafting, sometimes we'll do miniature painting, sometimes we'll just play around with fog and lights. I did get a whole big care package from AliExpress earlier in the week. So yeah, maybe later in the stream tonight we'll have a little peek at some of the little goodies I've gotten from there. Because yeah, we've got a couple of fun little lights and stuff. But yeah, this come up all right. Some of the, if it can get in focus, that'll be even better. What do we got? I like it. Yeah, especially kind of like on this angle. Now I just kind of want to get a little bit of lighting happening in here as well. All right, I'm gonna put this stuff aside, all the little paintery stuff. I definitely want to do some more of this graffiti. I'll have to find that link in the Discord to some of those graffiti decals, because those looked good as well for fleshing this stuff. I probably am gonna need something like that, I reckon. Although the printing them out and using Mod Podge and stuff is a good idea too. Put all this stuff aside for now. Yeah, we're gonna have a look at some lighting to go and stuff in here. Now, if you've seen a video on the channel we've done recently, I'd say like maybe, was it like 3 months ago or something? I found this lighting company that does a lot of lighting for like Lego sets and stuff, but turns out it's the same size and scale and stuff. It's really good for miniatures and terrain as well. They had their own kind of like terrain kit and stuff, but I've been picking up little bits and lighting sets and stuff to try and plug into it. So it's going to be cool to kind of get some little extra lighting bits in here. So I'm gonna pull out some of the bits. See if we can get some up. The train I printed off was more modern subway and less sci-fi. I think I like yours. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I would love to get some different. This is the one from Sourceman Studios, and it is normally solid, but I do like it hollowed out. And I think going forward, if I'm going to be doing some more like vehicles and stuff, I'm definitely going to try and hollow out some more stuff. Kind of like that police car I showed off the other week. That was good that it was hollowed. Like, he had a hollowed out version, but I needed it more hollowed out for some of the extra lights and bits, because that is going to feature in an upcoming video as well. Did the content survive despite the beating up the package took? Yes, it all works. Yeah, I did post some stuff in the Discord about some of the contents getting beaten around. But yeah, it has come through. All right, I'm gonna see what we're gonna do window-wise for this thing. Now, I could go straight clear, but I do have some like transparent, other kind of different transparent stuff that could do the trick. I've got like some tinted stuff. I'm just kind of curious what's the best way to go. Got like. I'm just gonna try and like just dry fit it in there see which is best. All different types of colors. Some of these are like from like film style gels. You can see kind of tinting the light there, and then.
Come on, buddy, pick it up.
I'm trying. I'm trying to shove you again. Where's just the regular clear ones? There we go, I think it's this one. So these are like your, what do you call it? Like the transfer paper kind of stuff. You use them for like, you can print on them. I think they're for like when you had those like overhead displays that which like what do you call it? Like when you're in high school and stuff, and you wanna say that they had those like projectory dealies. Yeah, so that's just clear. That one's very thin as well. I'm trying to think about like what I'm gonna use to kind of adhesive thing. I'm leaning towards hot glue. I think. Yeah. Hollowing out's really good, and I think it's it does mean like I needed some like more. I get why it keeps them solid, because it means you don't have to have supports for like printing and stuff. So yeah, you can see inside. Look at the switches. Switches. I did have to have quite like this one actually failed on me. Let's see. We're gonna go to this oval one. So this one was the first one, and a couple of these little bits they didn't quite print. They actually kind of failed on me in this one. You can see inside we've got a bit of a mess there. So I had to print those little bridge sections separately and jam them on. Luckily, it's all dystopian future type stuff, so it's good to. So it's all right if it's a little bit banged up. And this one did a lot better. Had a little bit more supports inside. Kind of stretch it out. But yeah, I get why he has them solid, so you can print it all like supportless. Let's have a look. Let's try jamming in some of these plastics. So I'm gonna need like a cutting device or something. Disguises. Oh.
Shove it!
What the hell was that for? I'm just sitting here, minding my own business, trying to get the scissors and stuff, and you're just yelling at me.
Come on, buddy, pick it up.
All right. I'm gonna just try. I'm just gonna cut. I'm actually kind of curious how I'm gonna shove this in, because it's not completely flat on the inside. Just because I was trying to keep things as like support free as much as possible. I still needed supports, but I wanted to try and minimize the amounts of supports I've got in there. But that means it's not completely flat underneath there. I wonder if I'll have to cut little squares to kind of fit in there. That sounds fiddly. But you know what? I can try and just get a little square going. See how that looks. I think I would much rather have it behind it. The clear is good though. Yeah, if I have it in front of it, there's not enough of that edge for it to kind of sit in, is there? Yeah, I think it has to go from behind. And that's alright. I just want to be able to have it nice and close to it. And just kind of looking inside. See, there's edges there. Ugh. Yeah, see, I should have maybe if I cut that a little bit thinner, I could test it. Ooh, it's going to be fiddly. I'm going to do the one window, see how that fits. If I can bloody get it in there. You know what, I gotta pick a different window. I'm gonna pick you. You know what, let's do it on the good one. What's in there? Well, this is going to be a pain in the ass to glue it in here. Now I want those clear windows. Yeah, see, it's not quite. Not quite narrow enough. There's not enough contact area there. Trying to think what's the best approach here. Is it going to be going from the front of it? It actually might be in the end. Maybe if I just use some like super glue or something. Getting the right size is going to be tricky though. So I'm going to take a little bit more off there. Let's see how that is. If this is the case, then hot glue is not going to be the best approach. It's not bad. It's just there's not a lot of contact area if we want to glue it in. But at least gluing it from the outside is going to be easier if I round off the corners a bit. I was kind of hoping to try a couple of these other materials though. I suppose if I do one, then I'll be able to kind of replicate it on the other ones. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just have it underneath there. We're gonna. Ooh, that's nice, actually. Look at that. That does look good. Yeah, I like that it's kind of from the outside there. You can kind of see what I'm going for there. Alright, let's make another window. That fits real nice, actually. So yeah, maybe... Yeah, at first I was thinking like from behind, and I was going to use hot glue. But now I'm looking at it, I'm reckon it's a little super glue on those edges. I like it coming from this side because if I wanted to like scuff it up a bit, it is already kind of scuffed up, which I kind of like. But that does look the treat. Oh, let's see, that's just those little details, which I think is going to be really good. All right, I'm going to use that as a template to try some of these other materials, I reckon. Or maybe a knife, X-Acto knife would have been better. I can't see it. I can't, because everything's all like clear and stuff. It's alright, we got it. The whiskey's helping. You know what? To be honest, it's keeping me warm, which is good. Yeah, we're going from, I don't know, it wasn't too long ago. It was hot. Now it's cold. This one has a little bit of some of that film on it. Is it on both sides? I think it's on both sides. Yeah, bastard, you're gonna come up now. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, did I get it? I don't even know if I got it. There we go. Alright, so we've got... This one's probably going to fit a lot. Oh, it's a bit more rigid, which is good. It's going to sit nicer. It's just a smidge too tall. Got it. All right. How's that one now? Yeah, I'm trying to decide here now. What do we think? This is almost like a fluoro kind of yellow. It's not bad. We might have to try popping some lighting on there, inside there, to see how it lights up. So we've got clear's probably going to be the most kind of like realistic. I do like the little splash of color there. Duck Kamui, good to see you. Yes, we were doing a little bit of tagging. Let's see. Yes, yeah, we were doing a little bit of Braino art here, and we were using some like acrylic markers on the sides. And we want to get a little bit of urban art on this thing. Yeah, I'm trying to decide here. All right, we've got one more option, I reckon. I'm gonna see about this. This orange one. I've just got one of these, like, what do you call it? It's like a document wallet kind of thing, but I quite like the orange on it. Hey, Mike's Plays. Good to see you in the chat. Alright, let's see if I can get this guy. So this one's a bit more dramatic. Look at the orange. And I reckon if we're gonna have to try and chuck some lighting in there. I think before I commit to a particular kind of window, because I'll have to cut them out for each particular one. This looks like it's going to be the best way to fit them in. I'm trying to go for path of least resistance, I guess. That fits a little bit more. Okay. That. Get my very exact signs here using squeezes. All right, so we got an orange one. I'll have to do a better job of cutting these out. It's just this is a little test. It's definitely not fitting. Too tall. Slightly too tall. Might be easier to cut a big strip and glue it from behind. Yeah, the problem is that it's not perfectly flush behind. I've got like these ridges, so yeah, if I wanted to glue it from behind, you still have to cut it individually. So that's a problem from like hollowing it out. I'm wondering if there's something I could have done better on the hollowing out process to get it sitting a bit flusher. It's kind of not loving the orange. I think orange could be cool. Oh, modify the STL to have a continuous slot for the windows. That's interesting. I like that idea. And I think if I make more trains, that is a good idea. At the moment, I'm kind of running low on filament. So it's going to be just these guys for now. But let's see. Let's chuck some lights in here. We'll see how it dances for us. Okay, so we've got some of the Light My Bricks lights, some of the kits here, and I did pick up a couple of extra little bits that I want to try out in this set. They're not the cheapest, I will say that, but the convenience of having them all hook up to like a USB plug, and it's easy to wire up. That's been really nice. Now, what I'm thinking is I'll need a power bank or something. Give me a sec here. Oh. It's around here somewhere. It's the back. Brano, can you just vamp for a bit? You know, just talk. Just talk a bit. Talk about yourself. You know what you've been doing lately, and oh right, I see a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, there's got to be a battery around here somewhere. Oh yes, I got it. Whew. I mean, I guess you didn't really talk too much, did you, pal?
If you don't subscribe, he'll keep forcing me to do this.
You kind of like it here, though. This is where you live. This is what we do. This is fun. Isn't it fun? I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think it's
what
fun.
a load!
Can't pick these brains. Let's see what we got. What are folks saying? Frosting up the clear one. Yeah, we could scratch it up a bit. Colorless side window. Green windshield. The colorless side window with the green windshield windows, I think. Okay. That would be the most sci-fi. The colorless one and the green one. Yeah, I think like the orange ones, they sounded a bit kind of like they seem a bit like if it was like a Mars planet kind of thing. Although I wonder if I want to see if it reacts to something. I've got one of those like UV lights. So this is one of my little purchases from the old AliExpress. It's one of these it's like a black light kind of thing. It's a little USB strip. I think it was $8 or something. Well, let's see how it lights up. I need power for it though. We've got power. Power's in here somewhere. Oh yes, I know where we've got power. I know where we've got power. It's all the way over here. It's all the way at the back. I got it. We got it. Beautiful. That's how we do it. Oh. All right. Okay, so we got plug going now. Oh, I don't even need this power bank anymore. I can just use this one. If it's plugged in, that's for sure. All right. Yeah. So now we've got black light going. That's good. Oh, that is kind of cool. It reacts to it. Given I would have to have the black light over there reacting to it, but yeah, look at that. So the yellow one reacts to it. It's interesting. The orange one does nothing. There's got to be something in that, right? Maybe I could use it for something else. So yeah, there's like a neon quality there. I reckon maybe even like. So maybe I'll do clear windows for the sides, and then maybe like at the front here. Yeah, that could be good. If we cut like a slither of it to kind of go in there, and that could be whatever. It could be cool. All right. But yeah, that's the first ones. You see that reacts quite well. I think it's because that black light is kind of going into there and bouncing around quite a bit. And that is basically what that material is like from one of those like what do you call it? Like one of those packs from, it's like a lighting gels kind of thing. You can get it like a pack of Amazon and have like different colors. And that was like the yellowy green kind of color. Yeah, it works pretty well. Oh, that was a good gulp. All right, I do like this though. This looks good. There's no. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go to this side. It looks like so it gets power through there, and then on the other side, it's got like a connector so you could keep it going, which is kind of cool. So I could daisy chain them, which is good. But I do like it. It's kind of like compact, and maybe I'll be able to work it into like the setup a bit. Maybe I could chuck it like underneath there, underneath here, underneath the rails, or something. That could be cool. I don't know. I can work that in, and then already that looks pretty wicked. So let's have a look how it looks from this one. Let's turn you around. That's not bad. I have to move that up. It's a bit big. Not bad though. Kind of like it. Maybe we could work at like, you know, getting the shell. Yeah, actually, this would be a super cool area if we had like. Has anyone seen like that movie? It's one of the Batman movies. It's the one with Val Kilmer. And there's this bit where they're all like this. There's this gang, and they've got all the graffiti and everything. It's all like neon. That would be a super cool spot, like under the tracks. We just have a whole bunch of like that neon graffiti. Light bulb. Yeah, and maybe like this looks like it's just an LED strip. It's like a blacklight LED strip. So probably you could find something similar on Amazon that is just the strip. You could take the case out if you wanted to. Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, that's it. Batman Forever. You got it. But yeah, that could be good. I like that idea. Yeah, see, I'm thinking of having like little areas and stuff, like little back alleys. Little cool, interesting side bits. All right, so how I was going to light this from the inside, I think there are some particular light bits I was going for. This one. So there was like, they have these little LED strips, which are basically like these guys. So basically they're just a couple of LED. They're like your LED strips, but just like a very short one. This one even already has like a adhesive there, which is kind of cool. I'll probably end up hot gluing it in. But yeah, I was going to just piece it in there. I wonder if I can get away with one. And I do have holes in the front here if we're going to get some, what do you call it, headlights and stuff. Securing all of this is going to be a bastard. But we can do it. Alright, and so, let's see. We've got connecting cables. I'm going to use the strip light in for like the main light. And I was thinking probably maybe getting one of the flicker effects boards for like one of the cars. So that way we have like a little flickering light inside there. I'll have to find it though. Mixed components. USB power cable. Yeah, I've got mixed components here. This looks like a whole bunch of boards. What we got here? Connectors, sticky thing. What's this? FFX. I can't remember what this one did. That might be our flickering thing. I think the best thing is going to just be plugging stuff in, see how it works. And I'll probably need a tiny little board like that to connect more lights. I'm going to go with like white lights, I think. What else do we have? I had a whole bunch of stuff in here too. We got. Just trying to see if I've got more bits. I've used that one. Rotating bit light, warm white lights. God, it's a mess here. This is getting insane.
Come on, man, they're waiting.
I'm working on it. All right. I'm gonna try and neaten up a bit here, so we're not too overwhelmed with things. Oh, oh, just which one are we looking at here? This guy? No, this guy. Slider. There we go. All right. At the moment, we're kind of just in box land. All right. And I'm gonna need a little bit more of a nip. Whoa. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We are working on a cyberpunk style board for some coming up live play type situations. So nothing is like scheduled or planned for that kind of stuff yet, but it is something I am constantly kind of chipping away at in the background. So we're trying to kind of like up the production value of some of the stuff. So we'll be future planning to kind of have some like guests and stuff on the show to kind of help play with some of these terrain and stuff. So it will probably be like dial-in type stuff of like folks from the States or Canada or Europe, UK and stuff. So we'll try and get some like content creators, kind of like what we've done in the past, but taking some of the old learnings of what we've done to kind of get folks on the show. That's what I was looking for. Looking for one of these. I'm going to actually need more of those, I reckon. Rotating sequence. But yeah, so I'm slowly starting to kind of chip away at that concept and kind of trying to get that together, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some more. We've got more effects boards in there. All right, so we're gonna try and hook those up. I think the easiest thing to do is we're gonna try and get. Now I don't want the flickering happening on all of the bits, so I'm gonna try and get. So I've got power coming into this thing now. It's USB power. This is the hard part. Let's plugging that in. Oh my god, it went first try. That's a good question, Michael. What systems am I going to use? I'm a terrain builder first, and a gamer second. So I'm happy to take recommendations about like if folks have any ideas of like what systems would be great to use for more of a cyberpunk style setting. I know this is a cyberpunk roleplay game as well. But yeah, typically I like to lean towards like simpler systems, especially for like streaming live play type stuff. You don't want to get bogged down in too many rules. So because I'm going to have headlights, I've got the main power kind of coming in, and I'm going to have just headlights come straight out from this one, and this one is going to plug into my effects board, which hopefully is this one. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but we'll find out. We'll find out in a second. I've got all my little connector cables here. I just need a short one. Got lots of different. Are they all the same length? Yeah, I just need a short one. Here we go. I'm curious if it works for me. I'm impressed at how usually I struggle once, twice, 3 times more to get it in. But this one's been working. This one's been working all right. Cyberpunk Red it is a good game and relatively simple, much more easy to pick up than Shadowrun or Cyberpunk. Interesting. Yeah, I've been running a whole bunch of like Shadow Dark recently, and that stuff has been really my speed lately. Honestly, it's been a joy to run with this small group I've got at the moment, and it's been really cool to kind of just spend a couple of hours prepping a game, and I am ready to go. All right, so this is this one. So this one looks like just a really big kind of flicker. So put it in there. That might be flickering too much. I wonder if this is more of a fire flicker. I'm gonna try a couple of different effects boards. What have we got? I had it somewhere. It was one of these. I just have to try and remember which one it was. Let's see. Those are connector boards we've got. Alright, we've got FFX V4. I don't know what that is. I know one of these is like a faulty bulb kind of thing, and that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. Hopefully it's one of these guys. We'll see. So that one's just like a flickery light. We'll put that there. This one is it the same one? It is the same one, so that eliminates that guy. And this one is SFX V1. Let's see what this one is. Star Wars Without Numbers is also Stars Without Number. Stars? I don't know what that is. Star Wars, Stars Without Numbers. Stars Without Number. Stars Without Number. Stars Without Number.
Shit off!
It's stars without number. Stars. He's stuck in a loop. Oh, I don't know.
Like and subscribe.
See, there you go. Braino knows exactly what to say for these types of situations. Okay. Well, Stars Without Number is also good if you want something more generic and flexible. Interesting. Yeah, I've been liking Shadow Dark a lot. Shadow Dark has completely replaced D&D for me, like 5th edition. I do have a mate that's working on his own kind of like custom rule set and stuff, so I'm keen to try that out. He's going to be doing some like little tests and stuff, so yeah, I'm keen to try that out and see what it is. What's this one? This looks more like the faulty bulb. That's kind of what I was going for. Where it's kind of like on more, and then it'll flicker every now and then. That's perfect, actually. All right, we found it. We found the right one. Woo! Maybe we'll avoid that one. Okay. Okay. Cyberpunk. I'm gonna check out Cyberpunk Red. I also had Heart recommended to me, but that's not like a Cyberpunk setting. I really like that flickering. That flickering is good. All right. The whole reason we put the lighting in there was to see how the windows would look. That's because we've got. I'm just holding it in there with my thumb. You know what? Screw it. Let's stick it in while we're in there. If this glue wears off, I'll just hot glue the whole thing in there. If I can get it off. We'll see how good these sticky strips are. Oh my god! Come on, Seb. Use the force. Oh my god! I'm gonna need like a knife or something. There we go. We got it. I'm gonna put this. Oh, that feels pretty sticky. I'm gonna go just like in the middle-ish. What are we using here? Is this this is a good one? That sticks pretty well, actually. All right, we got the light. Oh, I've actually like blinded myself a little. I've been wanting to run a Shadow Dog one shot with my group. Glad to hear it. Yeah, Shadow Dog's fantastic. I love how like light it is. Yeah, and we've just been having a blast. We've been running one of the zines, the Diablerie zine, and it's been really cool. I think they're actually getting close to the end of that one. We've just been, I think we're about 8 or 9, wait, 8 sessions? No, that's a lie. It's more like 5. 5 sessions in. They are just getting to like level 2 and stuff. I think. So no, they could keep playing. It's more of an open world sandboxy type deal that zine, but you can do it. It's really good for like dungeon crawling, and yeah, they've been. Okay, what do we think? Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah. What are we thinking? Clear or the? Well, the clear just fell out. The flicker. The flicker's real good. Yeah, see, it's little movement on the lighting and stuff like that. Really adds some like life to this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna just block that. Don't know. It's a tough choice. I'm leaning towards clear, just because. Yeah, I think it's because it's going to be a little bit more on the realistic side. A friend of mine really got into Apocalypse World System and Monster of the Week. Apparently it's really flexible. Yeah, because I like to think about stuff for like from a stream perspective as well. I like to have something that's not too crunchy. We did run some of the EZD6 stuff as well. We did that on the channel a while back, and that was fun. This is a tough choice because I feel like the fluoro makes it look really nice and futury, but the clear makes it look a little bit more grungy and grounded, I guess a little bit more realistic. Maybe it makes it a bit more like, whereas this one kind of like pins it more in the future. This one kind of like, it could be like early future and stuff. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know if how bold do we want to go? Can I put this down? It does hold. All right, let's see here. See how it looks from here. It's the thing though, isn't it? You don't really. Yeah, so I would definitely need to like scuff it up or something. Is that window still in there? I was like, oh, it's so clear. it's completely fallen off. See if I can stand it up there. I think we're leaning towards the clear, aren't we? Yeah. Now, I think I only want to have the clear. Do we want to have? Okay, let's see if I can just stand there. There we go. And it's falling out again. Darken the lights a bit. It is pretty bright. But maybe you're right. Maybe, you know what? I did have, because I know there's like a dimmer type thing that you can get to kind of pop on this thing. Actually, I do have a dimmer I can pop on there, but I want to have it as self-contained as possible, because I'm probably going to daisy chain a whole bunch of these like little lighting bits into here. Although probably on the train, I probably want to have it self-contained on a little power brick, so it could have its own little dimmer thing. I just want to keep it as simple as possible. Maybe I do have some of this one. This one is like a tinted black one. Try that one. Maybe that would keep it neutral, but also you know, dial down some of the brightness of that. Let's see how that one is. Okay, so this one is, yeah, it's almost like a black one. I am impressed at how bright these ones are. Clear is good. I think if you scratch it up, spray some graffiti over it, I think that's a great idea. That's why I love doing these live streams. You guys have always great ideas. It's honestly, it's a great way to kind of like troubleshoot some stuff. Oh, here we go. All right. So, yeah, we got essentially tinted windows here. Let's see how that is, if I can get it to sit in there. Let me sit. Oh, I just wanted to sit there. I just wanted to sit there, just so I can have a look. See how it looks. Come on, pal. I know I can hold it, but I want to see it. I have to take some better care cutting that, but okay, this one. Whoa. Okay, that's not looking too shabby actually. It dials it down a lot. That might be too much. I can just do that, just so we can only see the window. I think that's too much. I think you're right. I think it's going to be either I can put something in to either dial down the brightness of it. I've got one of those. We'll just use one temporarily from the old vlogger here. So we can either use that, or I can use like washers and stuff on the windows to help kind of like dial stuff down. Let's see. So this is like a cheap little it's like a USB power dimmer. We're gonna see how that looks. So yeah, so there we can control the brightness. There we go. Did I blow it? I don't know. Shouldn't blow it because it's all like this is only voltage limited to 5 volts. Let's bypass that. Go straight to there. No, it hasn't blown it. Okay, we will reset. There. You might be right though. That might be the best way to go. To get it, see, that's probably the brightness you want, isn't it? Okay. Well, we worked it out, didn't we? So we're gonna go with clear windows on this thing. I don't know how I don't know how productive tonight has been, but we got there. All right, so clear. We've got some of these lights and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go clear on it. What else? We're gonna put headlights and stuff in here, weren't we? Yeah, that's true. Gonna have to warm up the old hot glue gun. All right, I'm gonna move a whole bunch of this stuff aside. Oh man, there's a bunch of this stuff. But yes, I think you're right. I think just straight clear, because then we could put like little brown washes and dirty it up. We can get graffiti on it and stuff. That'd be cool. But that, yeah, it was good to kind of work it out. Tint a piece of the clear acrylic and stick it over the LED board. Oh, that's a good idea too. I wonder if you can, because they do that all the time in their bills too, as well. Like, I see what you're talking about here. Oh, yeah, you're thinking, just put it over it. You could tint the light in there. That's not a bad idea either. All right, so we got some options. We got options. That I like that idea the most. So if we can dim it, we can put stuff over it. Like if there was that, hang on, there was that dark one. So if we went this tinted one. Yeah, so this one was the like dark tinted stuff. So that one's quite powerful at dimming that down. I guess it's because it's those lighting gels. So if we go just straight brightness on this. I'll do this one-handed. I don't know how we do this one-handed. Strength. I have to let go of this, aren't I? No, this is good. This is a good skill test. It's a good skill test. Two hands. There we go. Got it. All right. Oh, that's a way of doing it too. See that. So that's that dark gel there. If we move it off, yeah. Well, you can see it. You can see it side by side. So one's like super bright and one's like dialed down a bit. Yeah. All right. So we got some options. Long story short, though, we're gonna go with the clear. Wonderful, wonderful. Now I do have holes in here for like little headlights and stuff. Would love to get some of those in. I think that's a great idea. What's the best way to do this? I think we're gonna have some little bit lights. I've got some. Let's see. We've got blue, white, warm white. These feel empty. Warm white. What trains usually have? Like, I feel like for this like cyberpunk future setting, I'm going for like cold white on a lot of this stuff. Green. Red blinking. Mixed. White bit light. Alright, we'll just go with straight white. And we'll see how that is. Just chuck one in there. Yep, one of those. And I'm going to plug it into this guy. See how that is. Alright, straight away. Okay, so I'm plugging into the board that's before my little flickery board. So hopefully the holes are big enough here. It is. Ha ha ha. It's just gonna stay in there. That's what the hot glue is for. Come on, mate. We gotta squeeze in there. I'm just like burning a hole in my retina looking at this goddamn light. Fit before. Alright, I think I'm gonna go straight through. There we go. And this is something I noticed when doing like the car. It was good to have. Okay, good to have it in a little bit so you had like some of that light beam happen. Actually would love to just throw a little bit of fog on here just to see what it looks like. But yeah, we've got some lights going there. It's pretty good. I'm just curious if I have to do it for both of them. It's crazy how much goes into like one little piece of terrain, but I think it's kind of like one of those bits, like looking at the board. I think it's one of those details that's gonna add a lot to it. Like if I, can I just throw it on there? Let's try it. Yeah, I'm gonna try and pop it on here. See how it looks. Just gingerly put it on there as the light comes out. Wonderful. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna hold it there. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to work this out a bit better. But, ooh, that actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, see? We get it there. Oh, yeah, see? With the movement of light, little animation, makes it lively. I like that a lot. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to probably have to drill a little bit of a hole in the back of that one, and then I'm going to have it connect to this one. And I'm not sure if I'll have the flickering light on that one as well. But see, this is what I'm talking about. You're going to have all these little bits of lighting on the board. So we're going to have like the lighting from the interiors. We're going to have little bits of like neon light. Actually, that brings me to one of the cool things. Actually, I want to show it. So this is a little piece. Ooh. So yeah, so this is a cool one. This is from the Sourceman Studio stuff. He has little ones that have like little easy like LED kind of like lighting fixtures you can put it in them. So this is almost like a little LED sign. So this is one of those like LED name badges or something. So that was part of the whole AliExpress deal. But basically, it's like a little one that you just kind of plug it into the phone. You've got like a Bluetooth app kind of thing. I'm just going to turn it on. So it's got like little text and stuff, and you can have it say exactly like what you want. So this one, just put in some like text, like little arrows, and he's got little cases and stuff that you can put that in. And I haven't had to recharge this one yet, and it's lasted quite a bit so far. That slides in there. You've got like a cool little sign stuff, and it's got like the open lock clips on the side. So this is one of those cool ones. I'll probably this one. So you have to get them in like different colors, but this one's one of those like yellow ones. And I'm pretty sure you can get like RGB ones as well, but this one is, yeah, I got the yellow ones just because I thought it would be good for like little caution-y signs and stuff. But you can see now, you just start building up all those little LED lights in there. What else did we get? I got more stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I am curious to show. But yeah, let me grab the box and see. I haven't programmed this one yet. But we've got a couple extra goodies. All right. I think we'll pause the train thing for now. I think during the week I'm going to do those windows, and that's gonna be cool. We'll finish it up, and then we'll try and work in some of these extra lights and stuff. All right, this one is, now I've had this one for a while. This was a similar thing, and I still need to kind of properly program it up a bit, but it is basically one of those, what do you call it? It's almost like a holographic kind of thing. It's like one of those like fan things, right? I don't have any like visuals on there yet, but there are some like cool ones you can get. And this is from the old AliExpress. It's one of those like cool like little fanny things. But it probably won't show up too well on the camera there. Okay, but yeah, you can have cool like little projections kind of stuff. So I've got to work out some like better like visuals for it, because I know you can have like little animated stuff, but that could be, if we go back to the board. Oh, see? Oh, now it's working. I need the remote for this thing. That's right. There is a remote. Here we go. Yeah. And see, you got to get the frame rate right on a camera if you wanted to be able to kind of see this kind of stuff. This guy going. Actually, let's try and tweak the frame rate a little bit. See if we can match the rotation of that fan spinning. Not really. It looks cool in person. It's just on camera. It's just hard to see. I wonder if it's the shutter. See, if I play around with the shutter speed, then you can kind of get an idea of what that is. I'll bring that down. And there we go. Whoa, bring it down. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, in person it kind of looks a bit more like that. You can still kind of see a little bit of that movement. But yeah, so let's just revert that and that and that. But yeah, it does make it a pain in the ass to film for. Is the handle removable? Yes, that handle is just a selfie stand. I've popped it on there just to kind of mount it temporarily. What else do we get? This is a bit fun. But yeah, let's have a look at what else have we got here. This is something I've been meaning to try out for a while. This is one of those. What do you call it? It's like those wireless charger type things. And this one is like a pretty big ring, I think. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, we've got a few toys. Yeah, so this is one of those like ring type things. So in here, kind of creates a little bit of electric. What do you call it? Like a power field stuff. And there were a whole bunch of. Some of them. They sent me the wrong colored lights by mistake. But there are some ones here. So they light up wirelessly. As they're brighter, closer to it. So that would be good for like, maybe, I don't know, like little street lights and stuff. I don't mind running like cables to things, but yeah, you can get pretty far back, I guess. I don't know. This one's I'll have to work out, like play around with it a bit more. I did the white ones were probably the best ones. Yeah, I guess because they're the brightest, but not too like nothing to kind of create some like big illumination, but in that kind of area they create that lighting, which is interesting. So yeah, it looks like in this kind of like area get a decent amount of light going. I don't know. It's kind of magic. It's just this wireless light. Put those lights on an AV and the ooh, I like that. And the crossing a landing pad. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I like that idea. And I think the last light I had was one of these guys. So this one is almost like a it's like a variation on like the old wave light that we had. It was like it's a channel favorite. We have all those like that makes that like moving wave light, but this one had like a little bit of a different effect. Yeah, it's like the induction type lighting. And this one, let's see if I can get a remote going for it. There's a remote in here somewhere. Oh, I don't know where it is. Unless it's in here. Yes, it is. Okay, we got it. Okay, because this one, the thoughts I had, see, you can already see it. Yeah, but this one, you can just see it on my chest. It's just like a swirl kind of thing. I thought that was good for like vortex type stuff. Who knows why you need a vortex? I thought maybe for like skies and stuff, but I thought maybe it'd be cool. Like if we go back to the go back over here. It creates this like swirling effect. I thought that'd be cool for like some magical style effect. It's probably the most noticeable on flat surfaces. But I thought that was cool. I'm trying different colors. So I thought that could be good for like a what do you call it? Like a whirlpool kind of thing, or if you wanted like some swirling of spectral energy, that kind of thing. Yeah, it seems to. It's a cool like little moving effect. And that's basically it. There are a couple extra things that I had that I'm keeping secret for a little bit until the video comes out, which should be whenever it's finished. I'm notoriously at making videos, but if you don't want to miss out when that goes live, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, for now though, thanks everyone for joining in the live stream and helping make some important decisions with the old train. So if you don't want to miss out how it comes together, I'll be sure to post something on Instagram perhaps later this week when I do some of the windows. That would be cool to see, and I'll figure out how to like hook up the rest of that lighting, which would be great as well. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Until next time, until next week, I'll catch you later, and let's create and inspire. See you later, guys. See ya.